Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview on a Thursday, January 14th, 2016. Traders, great to be with you. Beautiful sunny skies, white sandy beaches, nice cool breeze today coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Absolutely gorgeous. Currently it is 21:25 hours on Wall Street and it is 9:25 a.m. in the morning here in Thailand. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Please come visit our website at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Got a little bit to talk about today, traders. We're going to show you some charts. We're going to talk about some indices, and we do have some data coming out today that I think is pretty important that we keep an eye on. Wow, I just happened to put on my indices and notice that there's an awful lot of red there. I guess these markets aren't liking that the Fed wants to increase rates again in March. But we'll talk about that in just a minute. Before we get started, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilliam. I'm your moderator for the Market Opening Preview Series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I will tell you that I do record this during the Asia session. So if you're looking at this at the Open of London, you need to go back about 10 candles, and you can see where I started this presentation. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006 and 2008. I retired from a wonderful career as a firefighter paramedic in the great state of Florida. After I retired, I headed over to Thailand for a 3-month holiday, and well, it's 8 years later, traders, and I'm still here. I do love trading Forex. I do also trade another instrument in the New York session. It's no secret I trade options in the U.S. session and futures. It's good to spread around, but I love Forex. Forex is my number one trading instrument, and I've been doing it for a long time, so I quite enjoy it quite a bit. So I do listen to fundamentals. As you can tell, that's my news feed in the background. That's who you hear talking. I'll try to cut the mic off when that comes on. For some reason, I can't get this to turn down the volume. I don't know what's wrong with the other computer, but it's not turning the volume down. So we have an issue. We'll take care of it, hopefully the next day or so. It won't be today or tomorrow, probably over the weekend. So I do look at fundamentals, and what I'm looking for is, when events are coming out, what's coming out, and what's going on around the world. That is so important that you understand what's happening around the world. And remember, we're macro traders. We don't just trade like the euro dollar. That's not what it's about. We trade the world. We need to know what's going on in other countries and who's speaking, who's not speaking, and what news is coming out during our trading day, so it doesn't interfere with our trades. And if it does, we protect ourselves. However, I am a technician. I love trading charts. It's really funny. These guys have not spoken like in the last hour and a half, right? I turn on the mic and they start talking. But I am a technician. I love charts. I love price action. I love looking at candlestick patterns, support, resistance. Fibonacci I use all the time. I use fibs on everything. I will tell you that I do use 2 indicators. I use harmonics. And why do I use harmonics? Because what is a harmonic pattern? It's a bunch of Fibonacci numbers that make up that pattern. So I use harmonics, and I also use Ikimoku. I like the Ikimoku indicator. Why? Because it's a leading indicator. There's only one line on that whole indicator that's lagging, and that goes back 26 periods. So I do use that, and I have to tell you, I do use a couple of EMAs. These are 200, the 55, and the 10 EMA on my charts, and those are on my live trading charts. So that's about me, and I guess that's about enough about me, huh? Let's get moving. Let's get the risk disclaimer out of the way. We'll hit to the charts. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Most importantly, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's head over to news and commentary. Let's take a look at what we have coming out on the news today. We did have unemployment change and unemployment rate out of the Aussie, and it was positive on both of them. Employment change was 1.0, and unemployment rate is 5.8 versus 5.9 from last month. We do have a lot of data coming out, like the London lunch. We have the pound, high impact MPC official bank rate, monetary policy summary, and official bank rate coming out of the pound today. So that is going to be pretty interesting. And like I said, that's right at London lunch. That is just before the New York session, and we have no data coming out that's worth anything in New York. So that's what's going on. And if we look, Asia tomorrow is going to be very quiet for the Asia session tomorrow. So I think we got that pretty well wrapped up. That's what's going on there. Let's take a look at the indices. How'd they do yesterday in the indices? Well, the Dow 30 closed negative 2.21%. The S&P 500 closed negative 2.50%. The NASDAQ closed negative 3.41%, with the small cap 2000 closing negative 3.15%. We head on over to the Eurozone. The DAX closed negative 0.25%. However, the FTSE 100 closed positive 0.54%, with the CAC 40 closing positive 0.30%, and the Eurostock 50 closing 0.14%. Pretty nice, all in the green out of the Eurozone. Let's take a look at Asia. Remember, these countries are currently trading. The Nikkei 225 is negative 3.72% at the moment. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is negative 1.56%, and the China A50 is negative 0.65%. And the Hang Seng out of Hong Kong is negative 1.56%. Out of Seoul, the Kospi is currently negative 1.19%. So Asia is totally in the red at the moment. So that is what's going on around the world. As we speak. All right. Let's get a move on here. And let me just get some charts moving. Let's do a little commentary. What do I think's happening? I think that the markets are not enjoying what's going on with this talk now that they're going to raise interest rates in March. I don't believe any of it. This is all speculation. This is all talk. Janet Yellen has not even mentioned March. It's these Fed governors, right, that makes up the FOMC that's talking about it. Don't believe none of this stuff. They're just trying to get people hyped up, trying to get the markets hyped up. But it's obvious that the market does not like, the stock market does not like these interest rate hikes. So we're not seeing, good stuff out of that. So just watch it if you're trading stocks. Just be careful. And now we're entering into earnings season. I think that starts Monday, if I'm not mistaken. We are into earnings season. If that didn't happen this Monday. No, I'm pretty sure it's next Monday, but I'll have to check on that. So just keep an eye on that. Now, you're saying, well, that really doesn't affect us in Forex. Well, it does affect us in Forex. Again, we need to know what's going on around the world, and we need to know what's being said out there. Of course, if you're going to trade a currency pair and they're talking about that country, you need to be aware of it and be ready to act on it, whether it's positive or negative on your trade. You need to be able to act on it and know what's going on. So fundamentals, as you can't just be one. You have to know what's going on in fundamentals, and you have to know what's going on in technicals. And you can either be a fundamental trader or a technical trader, but you need to know both. You need to understand both and know what's happening. All right, let's head to the charts. That's enough of that. Euro dollar, look at this. Popped up yesterday. Give us a retest. What did this do? This is a stop run, in my opinion. This just took these all out. All the way out there, right? Bad day in the markets yesterday, so the dollar is weak. I'd like to see this come up to this R1. I'm not selling here at current price. We've got a support line, a 200 exponential moving average, and a daily pivot point all around each other. This needs to come back up to 1.0908, and we'll take profit at the S1 pivot at 1.0825. All right, so I think that will be what we are looking for on the euro dollar. All right, let's take a look at the pound here. Let's see what's going on with the pound. All right, the pound, again, is very, very weak. However, this is not an area where we want to get involved with, right? This is coming up on support. We got a daily pivot point, which is resistance, but it's way too close to support. This is way too tight here. We need this to come all the way back up to this R1 pivot at 1.4460, and we'll take it down to 1.4360. Folks, that's a 100 pip trade right there. Okay, that's a 100 pip trade. The problem is, if you look left of the chart, we have a lot of Forex junk here, and we need to get in an area where we can enter this, and then we'll fight this battle heading down. And we have to put a very, very intelligent stop on this. Unfortunately, you're probably going to have to give it a little bit more room than you want to. But the pound is very weak, so I just want to sell this, but I'm surely not going to sell it here. So this looks like this is going to be a London Open trade. All right, nothing to do with Asia here. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie. Aussie, what a move it made yesterday. Really beautiful move yesterday. Absolutely. Yeah, really nice move yesterday to the downside. So all I did was I put the fib tool on. We got a Fibonacci level here. Love to come back up to this 38.2. We'll get in the trade at 0.6966. We're looking for a bearish candlestick formation. We're just going to take it down to 0.6925. Simple trade. A nice 45, 50 pip trade, depending on where you get in. And that's what we'll do. If it goes higher than 50% of the 61.8, great. We'll go in from there. Even if it goes all the way back up to the 200 exponential moving average, we'll take it from there.
Bank of Korea is stating.
However, I don't want to buy the Aussie dollar. One, there's too much data coming out, and you know the Aussie reacts to all this data. So I just want to sell this. So I'm just looking for my entry. All right, let's take a look at the Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie looks like it did a run yesterday, doesn't it? Look at this. Boom. All of a sudden, the Euro got strong against the Aussie, and away she went. You know, it looks like the market movers decided we're going to clean everybody out, and that's fine. We're at a great spot now with the R1 pivot point at 1.5736. We're going to take it down to support. What a great support area, huh? Look at this daily pivot, 200 exponential moving average at the same price, 1.5540. We'll get out of this thing. This is just really a nice trade. You know, this is like a 180 pip trade here, folks, if we can get in this at the right time. So just really keep an eye on this. I'd have this on your watch list and watch to see when we can get in this. Again, nothing's going to happen between now and London Open. So about an hour and a half before London opens, I would be in here and I'd be looking for maybe a 15-minute time frame or an hourly time frame. See if you can get in this trade safely and hop on in and take this to the downside. All right, let's take a look at the Euro Yen. Euro Yen has not done much. It did have its one day where it moved all the way up, and it's just. I do a news forecast, not a news forecast, a FX forecast every day. I write about 6 currency pairs, and this is just plain ugly, folks. This is plain ugly. So we'll just wait for it to come back up to this 128.01, and we'll sell it. Can't do anything here. We don't have enough pips. We got too much support down here. Look left of the chart. And at this 127.59, we need to get out. It's also the S1 pivot. But if you look left to the chart, you got a lot of jump we're going to end up fighting to get to that. So it's on my watch list, but I'll tell you, I'm really not interested. It's bearish. This pair is bearish. But this chart is really not very pretty and doesn't entice me to take any trades here. This is one you're just going to have to wait for London, and hopefully we can get some movement. New Zealand dollar, what a trade yesterday, huh? This thing just really barreled down, and I'm really excited about this. I put a Fibonacci tool on this New Zealand dollar, and I wanted to come back up to the 38.2 fib. It's also, we have our EA, our yellow line there, which is our resistance, and we'll try to sell this at 0.6510 with a nice bearish candlestick formation. I might go down to a 15-minute chart, see what that looks like, see if I can get in a little bit early, and we'll take this all the way back down to 0.6473. Really nice trade. This is really, really nice. I hope we get a nice pullback here, and we can sell this. I'm only bearish in the New Zealand dollar, and I've been that way for over a year now. Same with the Aussie. I just want to sell this. I do not want to buy the New Zealand dollar. You know, if it goes up all the way to that green line, which is 200 EMA, that's great. I'll sell it from there. But I'm not buying this, right? It can go up on its own, but I'll be more than happy to take it back down. I don't think the daily pivot point is going to be an issue. I do think we're going to get a bounce there if the price goes above it. So you need to be alert of that. Look left of the chart, and you can see there's quite a bit of price action there that we're going to have to fight through. So charts are looking really good today. I think we got a really good opportunity for profits today, and I think we have some really great trade plans. And plan your trade and trade your plan. Do a good analysis and don't use mine. If mine matches yours, that's great. We're on the same thought process, but really, do your own analysis, do a good one. Check out price levels, support, resistance, all that stuff, and do a nice trade plan and get a plan put together and let price come to you. Don't chase price. Traders, I'd like to thank you very much for joining me today on a Thursday, January 14th, 2016. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, please visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Take care, traders, and we'll see you in about 24 hours. Take care now. Bye-bye.